Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for standing by for Viomi Technology Co. Ltd. earnings conference call for the first quarter of 2020. At this time, all participants are in a listen-only mode. Today's conference call is being recorded. I would now like to turn the call over to your host, Ms. Cecilia Lee, the Senior IR Manager of the company. Please go ahead, Cecilia.
Thank you, operator. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Viomi Technology Co. Limited earnings conference call for the first quarter 2020. As a reminder, this conference is being recorded. The company's financial and operating results were issued in a press release earlier today and are posted online. You can download the earnings press release and sign up for the company's email distribution list by visiting the IR section of the company's website at ir.viomi.com. Participating in today's call are Mr. Xiaoping Chen, the founder, chairman of the board of directors and chief executive officer, and Mr. Shun Jiang, the chief financial officer. The company's management will begin with prepared remarks, and the call will conclude with a Q&A session. Before we continue, please note, today's discussion will contain forward-looking statements made under the safe harbor provisions of the U.S. Private Securities Litigation Reform Act of 1995. Forward-looking statements involve inherent risks and uncertainties. As such, the company's actual results may be materially different from the views we express today. Further information regarding these and other risks and uncertainties is included in the company's annual report on Form 20-F and other filings as filed with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. The company does not assume any obligation to update any forward-looking statements except as required by law. Please also note Viomi's earnings press release and today's conference call also include discussions of unaudited GAAP financial information as well as unaudited non-GAAP financial measures. Viomi's press release contains a reconciliation of the unaudited non-GAAP measures to the unaudited most directly comparable GAAP measures. Now I will turn the call over to our founder and CEO, Mr. Xiaoping Chen. Mr. Chen will deliver his remarks in Chinese, followed immediately by English translation. Mr. Chen, please go ahead.
大家好，感谢大家来参加云米2020年第一季度的业绩电话会。尽管今年年初的爆发的疫情给整个行业和宏观挑战和不确定性，我们在第一季度依然取得了超过预期的业绩。第一季度的销售收入增长13.2%。达到将近7.7亿人民币，充分证明了我们在业务的韧性和多样性，也证明了我们强大的执行能力。在进入到第二季度以来，我们的业务和供应链能力已经大幅度的恢复了正常。此外，我们也看到了整个行业出现了实质性的复苏。随着这些积极的趋势开始出现，我们已经开始在 5G 加 IoT 的战略框架下，加速的实施我们今年以来的增长战略。中国的 5G 建设在过去的一年突飞猛进。根据中国国际经济交流中心发布的中国 5G 经济报告2020 ，2025年中国的 5G 用户将要达到8亿户。今年3月，中国政府提出要加快 5G 网络的基础信息建设，丰富 5G 应用的场景。5月，中国工信部公布数据，我国目前已经开通的 5G 基站已经超过20万个。我们相信，随着 5G 网络普及率的不断上升，这将成为行业近期和未来重要的潜在增长因素。我们相信，在即将到来的 5G 时代，将从4个方面给家居智能化带来革命性的颠覆。这4个方面分别是连接、算力、交互和生态，从而完成智能家居从产品智能到场景智能的进化。云米一直致力于在 5G 加 IoT 的领域探索新的技术和应用，并期待成为 5G 加 IoT 的智能家居行业的领先者和行业的标杆。那么就在上周，我们举行了 5G IoT 战略暨2020新品发布会。我们向大家分享了我们对于 5G 加 IoT 的这时代的愿景和产品战略，并再次强调了我们的长期战略目标。我们在发布会上推出了一系列令人兴奋的新产品线，覆盖了我们所有的产品组合，其中包括我们最先进的 5G 21 Face 互动智慧屏。这款产品将推出4个尺寸，其中75寸的互动智慧屏自带 5G 连接功能和 8K 的超高清分辨率，为用户带来身临其境的音画体验。我们的21 Face 互动智慧屏配备了行业领先的规格，在 5G 的高速连接下，用户可以享受各种下一代的新生态内容。 在 3D 互动传感器、距离传感器和 1080p 高清摄像头的加持下，这款产品可以实现体感操作和手势控制。同时，这款互动屏可以支持蓝牙、WiFi 6和 Zigbee 以及等多种协议，实现全屋的高速互联。这款产品的推出是我们实现跨场景、跨屏交互的重要里程碑，完成了我们的全屋互联、布满屏幕的家的这么一个愿景。除了推出作为物联网场景交互界面的智慧屏，我们还介绍了自己的家庭私有云服务 Home SaaS 的概念。Home SaaS 可以为用户提供丰富的流媒体、云端存储和完善的智能交互服务，并在享受高速物联时体验的同时，保障家庭信息的隐私。我们通过对家庭私有云的开发以及对其他的内容服务的推出，基于对软件服务和 IoT 产品的整合，在大数据和 5G 的基建支持下，我们将为用户提供家庭 IoT 的整体解决方案，进一步拓展并提升物联网家居体验，同时也为我们带来创造其他增值服务的机会。此外，我们还推出了其他的趋势性的新产品，包括一系列的颠覆传统净水技术的净水器新品，比如我们的 ROX 1600加仑的净水器，通过特有的下一代反渗透净水技术实现超大通量。我们新扩容的产品线还包括21 Face 大屏冰箱、洗衣机、各类智能厨电产品和其他的智能产品。我们还基于家庭场景和合作推出了一些新的线上内容，帮助我们增强用户的粘性。我们对创新产品的持续推出，证明了我们对研发的投入和保障，也不断的增强了我们的产品矩阵，凸显了我们品牌和产品的独特性和差异性。自从我们去年年底推出了我们的高端品牌 Coken 以及一系列的 AI 空调产品后，我们正在通过丰富全屋场景下的其他产品品类来拓展 Coken 品牌。随着 Coken 的不断扩展，我们将向市场提供更完整、更先进以及 AI 核心的高端产品矩阵，进一步深化我们的品牌形象，多样化我们的渠道和目标用户群，推动该品牌的高端化的发展，为我们带来额外的增长前景。在市场营销策略上，除了举办重要的产品发布会以及传统的广告宣传，我们正在多样化我们的营销渠道，从而迎合最新的消费者偏好和市场趋势。我们通过与很多的 KOL 在自媒体、小红书、抖音等社交媒体上的合作，加强我们产品在新兴平台上的曝光率，并在淘宝、京东等电商平台上开展直播。我们邀请这些 KOL 测试展示我们的产品，并在这些平台上与他们的粉丝和消费者互动。这种营销策略帮助我们吸引了大批年轻的消费者，并让他们对我们的产品产生了浓厚的兴趣。最后，展望2020以及今后，我们将秉承充满活力且踏实不浮躁的运营风格，在 5G 加 IoT 的战略框架下保持战略的定力，实现稳健扩张。我们非常有信心将全力投入到我们的3511长远战略目标中，成长成为家庭物联网领域的大型高科技企业和领军者。谢谢。接下来请我们的 CFO 蒋顺同学。
Thank you, Xiaoping. This is Shun, Viomi CFO. I'll quickly translate Mr. Chen's remarks before providing an operational update and discuss our financial performance for the first quarter of 2020. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining our first quarter 2020 earnings conference call. Despite challenging industry conditions and ongoing macro uncertainties as a result of the COVID-19 outbreak, we successfully delivered better than expected results in the first quarter of 2020. Net revenues for the first quarter increased by 13.2% year-on-year to 766 million RMB, demonstrating the resilience and diversified nature of our business, as well as our strong execution capabilities. Since the beginning of the second quarter, our business and supply chain capabilities have largely returned back to normal. In addition, we have seen meaningful signs of an overall industry recovery. With these positive trends beginning to emerge, we have accelerated the execution of our growth strategy for this year under our 5G plus IoT strategic framework. The development of 5G in China has accelerated rapidly. According to China 5G Economic Report 2020 released by the China Center for International Economic Exchanges, 5G users in China are expected to reach over 800 million by 2025. In March, the government proposed to speed up the establishment of 5G network infrastructure and expand application scenarios. The number of available 5G stations in China has reached over 200,000 by May, according to the data published by the Ministry of Industry and Information Technology of China. With the trend of increasing 5G network penetration, we believe this will be one of the key potential growth drivers of industry growth in the near term and beyond. We believe the upcoming 5G era will bring about 4 revolutionary technological enhancements in the IoT at home environment: product connectivity, algorithms, interactions, and ecosystems, driving the evolution from product intelligence to scenario intelligence. Viomi has been dedicated to exploring new technologies and applications in the 5G plus IoT space and expects to be at the forefront and the standard bearer of 5G plus IoT for the home environment. Just last week, we hosted our 5G IoT strategy and 2020 new product launch event, where we outlined our vision and product strategy for the imminent 5G plus IoT era and emphasized our long-term strategic objectives. We introduced a number of new and exciting product lines across our product portfolio, including the state-of-the-art 21-face interactive smart screen TV. The product will come in 4 sizes, including a high-end 75-inch model with 5G connectivity and 8K resolution, delivering stunning lifelike scenes. Equipped with industry-leading specifications, users will be able to enjoy next-generation content offerings with high-speed 5G connectivity. Supported by 3D interactive sensors, long-distance sensors, and a 1080p HD camera, the product enables natural gesture and motion control while integrating Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Zigbee, and other protocols to deliver truly holistic IoT functionalities. The launch of this product will be an important milestone in the realization of cross-scenario and cross-screen interactions and completes our vision for the fully integrated and screen-filled IoT at home lifestyle experience. In addition to introducing the smart TV as an interactive interface for IoT at home, we also introduced our home private cloud service, Home SaaS concept, offering rich media streaming content, cloud storage, and improved AI interaction services, bringing users an enjoyable, seamless experience while protecting their privacy and data safety. The development of our home cloud service, together with other content and service offerings, will allow us to provide users more intelligent IoT solutions based on the integration of software services and IoT products, with the support of big data and 5G infrastructure, further expanding and enhancing the IoT at home experience and providing us with additional value creation opportunities. In addition, we announced several exciting next-generation products at the event, including new lines of water purifiers with revolutionary water purification technologies, such as the ROX 1600-gallon water purifier product with unique next-generation large flux reverse osmosis capabilities. Other additions to our product portfolio include new series of our flagship 21-face live screen refrigerators, washing machines, various smart kitchen products, and smart devices, among others. Also announced were new scenario-based content offerings and partnerships to enhance user stickiness. The continued introduction of new and innovative products and partnerships is a testament to our commitment to research and development, which will further strengthen our IoT product portfolio and differentiate our brand and products among peers. We have also been expanding our premium Co-King brand, which was first introduced in late 2019 with a series of AI-centric air conditioning products through increasing additional product categories across home scenarios. With the expansion of our premium Co-King brand, we will be offering a complete, advanced, and AI-centric product portfolio to the high-end market, further strengthening our brand image while diversifying our sales channels and consumer market targets to drive premiumization and deliver additional growth prospects. In terms of our overall marketing strategy, in addition to major product launch events and traditional advertising campaigns, we are diversifying our advertising and promotional channels in accordance with the latest consumer preferences and market trends. We continue our efforts to showcase our products through cooperation with numerous KOLs on some platforms like Self Media, Little Red Book, Douyin, TikTok, together with live streaming on e-commerce platforms such as Taobao and JD. We invite these KOLs to test and showcase our products as well as interact with their fans and consumers on these platforms. Such marketing strategies help us attract a wide audience of young consumers and increase their interest in the purchase of our products. In summary, looking ahead in 2020 and beyond, we will adhere to dynamic and prudent business practices while maintaining stable expansion under our 5G plus IoT strategic framework. We are fully committed to and confident in achieving our 3511 long-term objectives, our roadmap to becoming a large-scale high-tech leader in the IoT at home space. That concludes our founder's comments. I will now provide a quick operational update and discuss our financial performance for the first quarter of 2020. Despite the adverse industry conditions in the first quarter, we achieved solid financial and operating performance. Net revenues recorded a double-digit increase, beating our previous guidance, thanks to our diversified business, product, and channel mix, as well as our ever-increasing brand awareness across sales channels and among end consumers. We also continue to sustain a healthy level of profitability, having implemented a number of stringent cost control measures to offset the adverse industry-wide impacts of COVID-19, while maintaining our commitment to research and development. The company's balance sheet remains strong with approximately 1.2 billion RMB of cash and cash equivalents, short-term deposits, and investments as of the end of the first quarter. The number of Viomi offline experience stores was approximately 1,500 as of March 31st and has held relatively steady in the subsequent months. Our number of household users reached more than 3.7 million, and the percentage of household users with at least two of our connected products reached 18.4%. While uncertainties remain, we believe our financial strength and operational flexibility will position us well to capture the opportunities ahead as the industry and broader economy continue to recover. Let's now turn to detailed financial review of our first quarter results as well as the outlook for the second quarter. As Xiaoping discussed, net revenues were 765.5 million RMB compared to 676.2 million RMB for the first quarter of 2019, primarily due to the successful rollout in increased sales of certain Xiaomi branded and Viomi branded products, offsetting the broader industry-wide impacts of COVID-19. Revenues from IoT-enabled smart home products increased by 8.0% to 542.7 million to 542.7 million RMB from 502.5 million RMB for the first quarter of 2019, primarily due to the continued successful rollout of the company's smart kitchen and other smart products. Within this category, revenues from our smart water purification systems decreased by 10% to 108 million RMB from 120 million RMB for the first quarter of 2019. The decline was primarily due to decreases in average selling prices, despite double-digit year-on-year sales volume growth in the quarter. Revenues from smart kitchen and other smart products increased by 13.6% to 434.7 million RMB from 382.5 million RMB for the first quarter of 2019. The growth was primarily driven by the continued successful rollout of certain new products, in particular the Xiaomi branded sweeper robot, which offset the broader industry-wide impacts of COVID-19. Revenues from consumable products increased by 35% to 65 million RMB from 48.1 million RMB for the first quarter of 2019, primarily due to increased demand for the company's water purifier filter products. Revenues from value-added businesses increased by 25.6% from 157.8 million RMB from 125.6 million RMB for the first quarter of 2019, primarily due to new product introductions together with increased demand for the company's small appliances products. Cost of revenues increased by 27.7% to 621.5 million RMB from 486.8 million RMB for the first quarter of 2019. Gross profit was 144 million RMB compared to 189.4 million RMB for the first quarter of 2019. Gross margin was 18.8%. The decline in gross margin as compared to the first quarter of 2019 was primarily due to the shifts in the company's product and business mix, together with decreases in average selling prices of certain product categories, including our smart water purification systems. Total operating expenses decreased by 12.4%, 34.2 million RMB from 153.1 million RMB for the first quarter of 2019, primarily due to our stringent expense control measures implemented during the quarter to offset the adverse industry-wide impacts of COVID-19, while continuing to invest in research and development. R&D expenses increased by 62% to 59.3 million RMB, primarily due to increases in employee-related expenses associated with new product development, and expenses related to the application of new patents. Selling and marketing expenses decreased by 35.1% to 65.5 million RMB, primarily due to a decrease in logistics expenses, as well as stringent expense control measures in relation to marketing and promotional activities and other selling and marketing related expenses implemented during the quarter to offset the adverse industry-wide impacts of COVID-19. G&A expenses decreased by 39.5% to 9.5 million RMB compared to 15.6 million RMB for the first quarter of 2019, primarily due to the company's stringent expense control measures. Net income was 17.8 million RMB, and non-GAAP net income, which excludes the impact of share-based compensation expenses, was 31.4 million RMB. Now let's turn to our outlook. As discussed previously, while we have seen meaningful improvements as compared to the first quarter, and the overall industry trend is encouraging, we believe our industry, as well as the broader economy in China and globally, are still facing significant challenges and uncertainties that will be difficult to quantify. In light of these factors, for the second quarter of 2020, the company currently expects net revenues to be between 1.25 billion RMB and 1.28 billion RMB, representing a year-over-year growth of approximately 7.7 to 10.3%. In terms of profitability, as a result of continued aggressive promotional campaigns, particularly with the upcoming 618 online shopping festival, together with ongoing destocking initiatives for previous generation products in preparation for the launch of several new product lines, we do expect gross margins to decline slightly in the second quarter as compared to the first quarter of 2020. Nevertheless, as a result of our stringent cost control measures, together with our dynamic and prudent business practices and execution capabilities, we do expect to continue to remain profitable in the second quarter, with a positive trend heading into the second half as such cost control measures take full effect and new higher margin products contribute to a greater share of our overall sales revenues. The above outlook is based on current market conditions and reflects the company's current and preliminary estimates of market and operating conditions and customer demand, which are all subject to change. So this concludes our prepared remarks, and we will now open the call for Q&A. Operator, please go ahead.
Thank you. We will now begin the question and answer session. To ask a question, you may press star then 1 on your touch-tone phone. If you are using a speakerphone, please pick up your handset before pressing the keys. To withdraw your question, please press star then 2. For the benefit of all participants on today's call, if you wish to ask your question to the company's management in Chinese, please immediately repeat your question in English. At this time, we'll pause momentarily to assemble our roster. And our first question will come from Hanley Fan with Morgan Stanley. Please go ahead.
Hi, Chen Zong, Jiang Zong, and Cecilia. Thanks for taking my question and for the call. I have 3 questions for this. The first one is, you mentioned just now that you've seen some kind of like positive signs in terms of the industry recovery. In terms of Viomi, from management point of view, how would you see the business recovery for the company itself in recently, for example, April and also early May? That's my first question. And the second question is that how was your online performance in the first quarter, particularly during the COVID-19, because we saw other competitors, they are pretty aggressive in terms of online marketing and sales, and how would you perform in the first quarter and compare with your competitors or other new initiatives you would like to use? That's my second question for the online sales. And the third one is that for the water purification system, In the first quarter, you just mentioned that the ASP decline and also the volume double-digit growth. Actually, I wanna see what's the actual impact from the COVID-19 because of weak demand, so you may kind of reduce your ASP. But looking forward, given that we are experiencing the market recovery, so with less impact from COVID-19. So how do you see the ASP pressure in terms of water purifier in the following quarters or in year 2021? That's my third question. So I finish on thing. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Hanley. Why don't I address them one by one? So in terms of our sales recovery, we have indeed seen meaningful sales recovery in April and May as compared to February and March. And this will probably cover your second question as well. So online channels have resumed year-on-year growth in recent months, and encouragingly, offline sales are also close to similar levels as to what they were in the respective period of last year. So in terms of product categories in the past couple of months, larger appliances such as refrigerators and kitchen products have seen the most visible pickup in demand recovery as retail channels and logistics and installation services had resumed normal activity. So we do see a lot of positive momentum heading into the 618 shopping festival and have guided around 10% year-on-year revenue growth for the second quarter off a strong base from last year. So in terms of your second question on the sales channels, so in the first quarter, approximately just over 50% of our sales came from the Xiaomi channel, and the remaining came from the Viomi channels. Of our Viomi channels, approximately 70 or just over 70% came from online, and the remainder came from offline. Now, in January, offline was doing quite well before the onset of COVID-19, and as you would know, offline suffered a lot in the subsequent months. If you're looking at the second quarter, that ratio will trend more towards, say, 80% online to 20% offline, particularly given the increased contribution of the upcoming 618 shopping festival to our sales, while the offline channels are still in the middle of their recovery phase. So in online, I think we're seeing very positive trends and even double-digit year-on-year growth heading into or in May and heading into June. In terms of the water purifier margins, so as we guided last quarter, the gross margins for water purifiers did decline quite materially in the first quarter. While ASPs and margins, we believe ASPs and margins for this product category will likely remain under a degree of pressure in the second quarter due to continued promotional activities and continued promotional and destocking activities, especially for older SKUs. While we do expect a recovery in the second half, both in terms of ASPs and margins, these will largely be driven by a ramp up in sales volume and contribution from newer, higher margin, higher ASP products, such as those that we announced last week in our product launch event. Second is the continued realization of various cost control measures, including along the supply chain measures coming into effect. And thirdly, as you alluded to, we do expect a degree of price competition to ease as industry and economic impacts of COVID-19 continue to moderate and destocking initiatives are completed. So I think in terms of the water purifier trends, the second quarter will still be under a degree of pressure, but is likely to be a trough if you're looking at it from a whole year perspective.
Thanks, Xiang. Just one quick clarification in terms of numbers. You mentioned 80% and 20% online offline split in the second quarter 2020. That's only for Viomi channel or all your sales revenue?
That's for the Viomi channel.
Okay, got it. I have no question. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next question will come from Yudong Chen with CICC. Please go ahead.
Xiaoping 总、Chen 总，你们好。Hi management, thank you for taking my questions. I have two questions. First, as we saw, you just launched a 5G smart screen or smart TV last week, and also upgraded a lot of amazing products. What can we expect those new products for this year, and especially for Jingdong Shopping Festival on June 18th? And my second question is about the COVID-19. Seems the global demand has seen sharply decline in Q2, but China market is recovering from COVID-19. Home appliances company like Cree just saw their sales warming up. Did you see the recovery from your side? And in your perspective, did you see some demand delayed or for one quarter, or did you see demand vanish because people have less money due to the COVID-19 impact and try to buy cheaper things? What will be the trend, and what will be the company's strategy to deal with these situations? Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. Maybe I'll take your second question first. So as we mentioned, we have seen very meaningful recoveries across the board in terms of products going into April and May across our product categories. So I think the overall improvements have been very visible. Obviously, the recovery is still relatively nascent, and it remains to be seen how sustainable it is. But I think going into the 618 shopping festival, there is a degree of optimism, particularly in terms of the volume sales. Now, I think in the first quarter and early in the second quarter, there was still a degree of inventory amongst various channels, and as that continues to be cleared, we do see kind of additional upside potential going into the second half. So as also mentioned, if you look at the second quarter, while ASPs continue to be a little bit under pressure, volume increases have seen quite meaningful uptrends and recoveries. So I think that's something that will underpin a rebound in the second half as the broader economy continues to recover. I think in terms of the overall consumer sentiment and wallet, that is a little bit too early to comment on, but I think what is interesting for our business is that we have minimal or close to negligible overseas exposure, so we don't have much exposure to the international export markets, and we are nearly 100% exposed to the recovery on the China demand side. So on your first question with regards to new products, we have launched a whole series of new products over the past several months, including a wide variety of new product lines across our product portfolio, such as the refrigerators, washing machines, air conditioning, so new SKUs along these product categories, and we do expect to generate good revenue growth from these products. I think air conditioning is a completely new category for us this year, and we have seen very positive response as we have begun selling this product over the past several months. You may have seen in the recent May 1 shopping festival that some of our air conditioning products were among the top 10 in the air conditioning product category among various online channels. So I think that category is definitely off to a good start and should contribute relatively meaningfully for the full year. I think in terms of exact sales forecast, it's still a bit early, but I think air conditioning as well as some of the other new SKUs that were introduced in our product launch events should contribute meaningfully as we get into the second half. Another new product category that was launched late last year was the Xiaomi sweeper robot. I think that has also been very well accepted by the or received by the market, having generated over 100 million revenues per quarter since its launch in the third quarter of last year. So in terms of television products, I think this is more, at least in the early stage, as a standard bearer or as a center point in terms of increasing our brand image and kind of anchoring our brand positioning as a fully fledged IoT experience provider. I think in terms of the sales volume, let's wait and see. It was only launched last week, but I think if you look at the overall revenue contribution to the entire business, it shouldn't be too meaningful, at least for this year.
Okay, very clear. Thanks.
Our next question will come from Robert Cowell with 86 Research. Please go ahead.
Hi, management. Thanks for taking my question. My question is also about the recent launch event, and a couple of somewhat related points. The first is basically this launch event was online. I think one of your first major launch events that was conducted through this live broadcast format. When we look at this launch event as a brand building and promotional opportunity, how does the live event compare to our previous launch events? And then the second question is about the smart screen that was launched. You laid out a vision for how it works as kind of a center point for the smart home. I'm wondering how you think about pricing for this and whether or not there is some consideration of basically trying to be aggressive on the pricing to get that position in the smart home. And then third, also related to this vision of the smart home, how do we think about interoperability with other platforms for smart home devices? Are we trying to make our devices accessible across different platforms, or are we looking at more of a closed ecosystem concept? Thank you.
All right, Robert, thanks for your questions. Maybe I'll pass these on to Chen Zong, who can give a detailed response, and I'll follow it up with some translation.
Our next question will come from Vincent Yu with Needham & Company.
Sorry, not yet. We're going to answer these questions in Chinese first and then some translation.
Hello， 我来把第一个问题和第二个问题先回答一下，好吧？就是我们这次的这个在线的发布会，观看的人数是比我预想的要多，大概全网的这个观看人数去到200万这么一个关注人数，可以看到这个对这个话题的关注度，以及对云米在家庭物联网这个上面的一些创新的关注度，还是得到一个非常好的这么个响应。那么从发布会之后的话，我从各方的反馈的情况来看的话，对我们的这个对云米的品牌的看法，对我们提出的一些关于 5G IoT 的这么一些新的方向，应该反馈都非常的正面吧。应该说看到了，因为之前大家都在谈 IoT 谈 5G， 但是真正在 5G 和这个 IoT 上的落地的话，大家其实没有看得那么清楚。那么从同行也好，从各界反馈回来信息来看的话，其实云米好像是比别人想得更清楚，想得更接地气一些，更能够具有在下一步的产品化和这种场景落地上面是走在了前面。这是第一个方面。第二个方面就是我们在 这次是我们推出的21 Face 互动智慧屏的话，其实是完善我们在这么一个智慧 TV 这么上面一个产品的体验，产品的这么一个丰富度。那么同时把我们的客厅作为全屋互联的这种智能体验的重要的场景，客厅这个场景做了一个完成。那么同时我们实现了客厅、厨房、卫生间等多个场景的这种跨屏的这种屏幕间的这种体验，这是一个非常重要的一个布局的完成吧。另外就是关于我们这个提出了这个 Home SaaS， 就是叫家庭私有云这么一个服务新的概念，也是我们率先提出来的。那这个概念的提出的话，其实意味着我们不仅仅是说卖了一堆的这个 Smart Things， 更是提供了这么一个 Internet 的这么一个 Service， 这么一个更多的云端的这样一些互联网的一些服务和这样些一些思考。那么在这一次的发布会，是我们在把 5G IoT 在云里的全屋互联这么一个方向上的一个正式的落地，也是一个把 5G 和全屋家庭智能化的这么一个非常好、非常有落地的这么一个过程，也是我们在作为云里作为家庭的 IoT 这么一个先行者的一个很重要的这么一个步骤。这是我们目前这个发布会从各方反馈来的一些信息吧。第二个问题是关于 5G 的一些用途和一些想法。那么关于 5G 的这个方面的话，其实除了更多的产品实现智能化和 5G 的联网以外，其实我们概括起来有3个方面。第一个就是说，就是你的首先把通过 5G 的这个路由器和这样一些 CPE 这样一些的方式，把家里实现 5G 的全覆盖。就 5G 信号这种高速的这个大带宽低延迟这么一种 5G 的信号把你家覆盖完，就把一改过去的这种用传统的 WiFi 来覆盖这么一个能力。这种能力最大的好处就是它的带宽宽了，第二个就是它的连接的设备数量多了，250多个的数量，原来只能连接20多个，现在可以连接200多个了，这个连接数量变了。第三个就是可以承载更多的应用，这是第一个，就是让家里布满了 5G 的这么一个信号。第二个方面就是什么？第二个方面就是让你可以再去实现了这种基于屏幕的更多的内容的应用，就是相当于我们把它叫做什么？叫做5G IoT 基础之上的这种生态扩展。也说当你有了大带宽低延迟这么一种基础之上，你的应用变了，你有更多的内容的承载，可以装更多的东西，可以装更多的这种家庭的这么一个流量的这么一个承载。这是包括你后面的一些接下来的一些基于这种连接之上的这种增值的服务啊，跟用户的一些场景里面的一些体验呢，都会发生一些变化。这是第二个方面。第三个方面是什么？第三个方面就是我们会给用户传递一个什么价值观呢？就是当你的家进入到一个高科技的家，当你的家进入到一个智能化的时代的家的时候，会是什么样子？我们试图和通过我们的产品，通过我们的应用的导入，让用户真正直接体会到未来的家，它应该是一个高科技的时代，是一个智能化的时代。这个时代将跟过去发生一个翻天覆地的变化，这个是我觉得我们接下来要做的一个很重要的一些方向吧。
Wait for a second, please.
Maybe I'll just translate the first two responses, or Mr. Chen will respond to the third question. So in terms of the online product launch event, it was actually very successful, able to reach over 2 million views since last week. So a very high viewership, which is a signal of very high interest in the direction of not only Viomi, but also in terms of Viomi's positioning in the upcoming kind of 5G and IoT era, which has been a very hot topic in the industry. I think the news reports and feedback that we received has been very plentiful and overall quite positive, and has really kind of increased the interest in Viomi and Viomi's direction among industry watchers, not only in the sense of smart appliances, but also in terms of the broader 5G and IoT industry. So I think some key points with regards to the event. The interactive smart screen TV that we launched, I think this will, as mentioned, be very central to our IoT at home experience. It essentially completes the IoT at home scenario in terms of our product coverage being a focal point of the living room. So a screen in your living room, being able to engage in cross-operability and cross-screen experience across scenarios and environments in your home. Secondly is the home SaaS cloud services that we announced. So this concept, it really kind of brings the fact that we're not only offering products, but really pushing this holistic IoT concept, right? So Viomi's 5G plus IoT strategy places a marker for Viomi's future strategy direction and positioning as not just a products provider, but in terms of a holistic kind of IoT experience play. The second question on 5G. So 5G, we do expect this to have quite a revolutionary impact on the kind of home appliances industry or the IoT at home industry, quite similar to what's currently underway in the mobile phone industry. So I think the several kind of easy to understand concepts of 5G is that it will directly upgrade routers and current Wi-Fi connectivity, resulting in faster connections, being able to connect more products at the same time, and offering automatic connections. Right, so very easy to use and seamless connections for the end consumer. So the overall 5G plus IoT ecosystem we envisage to be more flexible, being able to offer more high quality content, and I think in the end will offer a better experience and better value proposition for consumers. And what is this value proposition? I think we want consumers to really get into this next generation idea of the high-tech home. So what will it be like? So I think over the next period, it will be important to educate consumers on our vision for what the future home should be, and how we can help them achieve this to essentially upgrade their home living experience. So Mr. Chen will now provide the answer for the third question on interoperability.
好，我来回答一下第三个问题。这个第三个问题也是蛮有意思的。其实关于 5G 的 IoT 的一些连接方面的一些内容，包括跟别的生态的一些打通的事情，我是怎么看的这个事情呢？其实就是说，首先用基于 5G 基础之上的连接的话，它的连接性会变得更加好，它不再依赖于过去的这种 WiFi 的这种模组，它的开放性能就像什么呢？就像是你用一个你在不同的运营商之间的手机相互打通一样的简单。就是不再说好像用你的模组跟他的模组之间打不通，以后就像那两个手机号码一样的，你中国的手机跟国外的手机只要你号码就可以打通了，它会变得非常的简单。也就是说 5G IoT 之间是基于一个会员的账号，那么一个账号下有多个的这种多台设备互联互通，那么同时不同账号之间就像手机拨号一样会很容易拨得通，这种连接能力将变得更加的开放，变得更加的简单。再加上我们推出的叫 One Touch 这种一键自动组网的技术的话，让设备之间的连接变得非常的简单，所以我认为 5G IoT 的这种连接能力将变得简单易用，这是第一个方面。第二个方面就是关于 IoT 的这种内容和服务的生态。那么首先这个 IoT 的这种这种应用方面，跟过去的手机的 APP 的应用肯定是很多不一样的。大家都知道 4G 时代是一个视频的应用，那么 3G 更多的是一个 APP 的应用。那么其实在 IoT 时代的话，我觉得它有它的这种应用的话，大概有3个比较重要的方面。第一个就是说 IoT 的控制，比如说 IoT 的智能化的控制，多设备之间这种互联互通的控制变得更加的容易和简单，这是第一个 IoT 的这种生态。第二个就是流媒体。 就当家里有多设备互联互通的时候，他们将会成为流媒体的播放平台。什么意思啊？就像你的特斯拉上面装一个大屏幕，那么这里面可以播放流媒体，可以有基于屏幕基于流媒体的这些娱乐、影音、资讯、购物等等等等这些流媒体的内容。那么家里也是一样的，有更多屏幕基于更多场景里面的流媒体的这种使用。比如说你在客厅，你可以通过大屏的互动屏来刷抖音，包括我们的这个21face 这个大屏的冰箱上面也可以刷抖音。你在厨房里这种流媒体的时代将会进入到你的每个场景当中去，这是第二个。第三个就是基于这种家庭各个场景里面的消费和服务。比如说你在厨房，那么厨房里我有需要什么样的一些厨房的消费啊，一些场景里面的一些新的需求啊，那我可能就在场景里就给你直接的触达和这种直接的满足。这种基于场景里面的这种触达和满足的话，这种包括你的商品，包括你的服务的链接等等等等，这些内容的话，它都会共同的去构成未来的 IoT 的生态和服务。也就是说，我们认为 IoT 时代的生态将会因为 5G 的大带宽低延迟之后变得更加的高效和容易，所以它们的应用将会跟过去的 4G、3G 时代的 APP 的应用将会发生重大的转变。这个转变我认为应该是会是一个颠覆级的。好。
Okay, so we'll answer the question in two parts. So in terms of interoperability, I think we're adopting quite an open approach. We believe that the 5G generation will in general be quite an open platform, and it will be very interoperable, similar to cross-operation among current phone carriers. So while there may be a single account, more products will be able to connect across this account, and this is mainly due to the increased connectivity as well as the ease of connectivity, such as our kind of one-touch connection that is able to achieve across our products as well as across 5G routers. So I think in terms of what we really think that the value lies in the 5G era. So as we know, 3G enabled browsing, 4G enabled videos. The 5G IoT generation, we believe, will enable greater control, particularly with regards to, say, streaming and interactive screen-based content, and also allow for more content and content consumption scenarios across the home and across a variety of connected screens in the home environment. So this scenario-based consumption will also be a key feature in the 5G era. So I think in summary, 5G just makes everything more seamless to use for consumers, and will create additional opportunities that at the moment may not have the best experience or are currently not available yet. Okay. Thank you.
Our next question will come from Vincent Yu with Needham & Company. Please go ahead.
谢谢管理层。那我就提几个问题。那首先呢，就是说我们这个就是新的这个智能电视机呢，这个客厅的场景下，就因为我们之前的比如说冰箱上面就有些屏幕，那这些就是都会给我们积累大量的数据呢，包括之前也提到这个就是说人和屏的互动。那这些数据积累会不会长期来看会给我们就是说比如说可以做一些客厅针对客厅的一些广告，就是说电视大屏上面的一些可能的这个商业化这个变现方面的更多的这个可能性呢？那第二个问题就是说，本身电视机感觉这个行业竞争比较激烈，就想问一下这个我们的竞争策略和这种定价方面有没有这个有一些压力啊，或者说就是说这块。然后第三个就是说这个就是大件产品物流，包括给电视机的物流，我们现在疫情之后这个物流恢复到什么程度呢？那我英文就翻译一下，就是说my first hello management, thanks management for taking my question. My first question is about the small TV and the living room scenario. So considering that we in our other SKUs such as refrigerators also have the display, so we have been able to accumulate some data. And are we going to do some like advertisement campaign targeting the user behavior in the living room scenario? My second question is, considering the competition landscape, are we going to what we are thinking about our strategy to taking market share, and also like how to handle the pricing pressure from peers. My third question is, have our the large item delivery returned to normal in current like April or May timing after the like breakout of pandemic? Thanks.
这三个问题我来。
Mr. Chen will answer the first couple of questions. Yeah.
OK， 第一个问题就是关于这些大屏啊、互动智慧屏以及别的屏幕的这种变现的可能性，广告的变现的可能性，这个问题其实非常的好。就是我们首先就是在厨房、客厅这样一些场景都是去做了更多的屏幕的这样一些安排。那么这个屏幕化之后的话，就意味着什么呢？意味着它的这种广告也好，它的这种触打能力，它就变成了一种可能性。所以我们现在已经在做一些测试，这些用户的测试，包括广告的这样一些触打的测试，这个测试效果比我们预想的要好。也就相当于这个事情，就是当你的用户达到一定的程度之后，其实就是家里的分众嘛，对吧？就是家里的分众，其实这个事情我觉得还是从我们目前测试结果来看，还是比我们预想的要好挺多的，这是一个。第二个就是它可以实现千户千面，就是每一家人他都有一个标签，通过一组的带屏的设备和不带屏的设备这样一些数据和用户的画像的话，去对用户进行标签化，去标签化，实现这种千户千面。每个用户他有更多的一些有一些画像和他用户的特征。那么这种特征的话，就是让我们的这种广告的能力跟过去的传统的媒体是非常非常不一样的。就是当比如说你像我要投10万个什么样的用户，在广州投3万个，北京投多少个？那什么样的标签的用户，什么类型的用户，我可以充5万块钱投一下，充3万块钱再投一下。这种能力是跟以前传统媒体它是没法到达，它是一个纯粹是一个千户千面的这种精准触达，是第二个。第三个就是它可以二次触达，就我播放给了谁看了那怎么样，那么它是有个二次的精准触达能力的这些广告。所以说我觉得我们今后的广告的价值可能比传统的媒体价值是要高很多很多的。所以就是它的这种二次触达能力、精准的标定能力是很强的，这是第一个方面。第二个方面就是关于我们的这个互动智慧屏这种的竞争的策略。那么我们从定价上面，我们不会走价格路线，就不会走低价路线。怎么做呢？我们会用中偏高的这么一个价格策略。所以我们希望给用户传递的是一个更好的体验，更好的一个互动的一个体验，更好的是一个跨屏多终端的这么一个屏相连的这么一种体验。所以我们会在体验上面做足功夫，不会用性价比来做这事情。因为如果做性价比的话，其实很多的电视企业已经试过了，基本上都走不通的。所以我们不准备走这条路。所以我们的模型是要高配中价，用高配中价的思路来做那么来做产品的定价。同时我们用一个5G 时代的产品给你一个传统时代的产品，就下一个时代的产品给你这个时代的价格，用这种方式来做它的定价的策略，但是不会走低价路线。那么所以我们更多的会关注它的屏与屏之间的这种跨屏联动和这种互动的体验，是我们对未来的这么一个主要的策略。这是第二个。第三个就是关于大件物流的。那么中国的这种疫情啊，应该在3月底基本上就已经得到控制的七七八八的了。那么4月份开始，3月下旬线上的流量就开始在恢复，就开始大规模的恢复。4月份开始，整个的流量和转化率就恢复得很明显。5一期间，整个转化率又大幅度提升，线上都是提升的。所以到目前为止，不光是电视，其实电视物流还算简单的了，其实更难的是空调，更难的是这个厨电、冰箱、洗衣机，这些物流其实比电视要难很多很多的。所以这些物流都已经完全跑通的了。所以我们现在自己的这种冰箱和空调的这些产品，目前的从这个 线上的流量到转化率，再到物流，再到它的这种地面的安装，这些事情现在在中国已经完全没有问题了。所以我觉得作为投资来讲，对中国市场，我觉得在今年的Q2和Q3，我觉得都是比很多市场是要乐观很多的。所以我觉得物流销售上面应该，我觉得是可以值得期待的。好。
Okay, thank you. We'll address those questions one by one. First question is with regards to the data that our products are able to capture from household users and what we're able to do with it. I think that there's several different factors. I think the most obvious is in terms of advertising. Some of the pilot programs that we've enabled, particularly on our 21-face refrigerators, have been quite successful. I think if we are able to roll this out on a larger scale, and as we continue to increase our installed base, this will essentially be similar to a focus media screen in the home, right? But not just that, we're able to collect a variety of data to position each household or each area quite uniquely. We can offer very targeted advertising capabilities across individual households or areas or regions rather than say blanket advertising campaigns. And I think more importantly, we're able to then collect the data upon the data that we utilize. So being able to see whether the advertising campaigns are being engaged upon, what their conversion ratio is, and really being able to increase or significantly increase the advertising quality or value going forward. So we see a lot of potential opportunities in this area as we continue to roll out our concept of this screen-filled IoT at home experience. So the second question on the TV industry and competitive dynamics. So our positioning is definitely not going to go for pure price competition. We don't think that this is the correct strategy for us. As mentioned, this particular product, as you would have seen in our product launch event last year, is very much an integral part of our IoT at home portfolio and an overall experience. So it's not just an individual product. It very much fits into the holistic experience that we want to provide. So it's quite a unique positioning. We want to give the consumer this premium high-tech experience, but then again on a mid-end or affordable price. So what we're trying to do is provide this 5G next generation product at traditional prices, right? Thirdly, in terms of logistics, so I think in general, nearly all operations have returned to close to normal within the industry. I think that the most noticeable trend has been the pickup in demand and sales of larger appliances such as refrigerators, air conditioning, and kitchen products in recent weeks or even month or two, which were very depressed in the first quarter. So these products with very high installation or logistics requirements are seeing very significant rebounds. So I think definitely for TV, which is just a less installation intensive products, it's definitely not a problem. So I think in general, what we're seeing now is the industry effectively, at least the domestic China industry, heading close to normal in terms of supply as well as demand, and we're cautiously optimistic heading into the 618 Shopping Festival as well as the second half of this year.
Thank you, management. 谢谢.
As there are no further questions now, I would like to turn the call back over to management for closing remarks. Please go ahead.
Thank you once again for joining us today. If you have further questions, please feel free to contact us through the contact information on our website or the TSMC Group IR consultant. Thank you all. Have a good one.
Thank you.
The conference has now concluded. Thank you for attending today's presentation. You may now disconnect.